Hey friends, Corinne here, and today I wanted to do a video about my card system. So I did not make this up or like come up with this, right? It's from a book called The Sidetracked Home Executives. And then I have purchased a lot of these cards I've purchased from an Etsy store called Time and Tide Plans, which I'll link in the description. So I thought I would go through it because as an online business owner or online entrepreneur, this is kind of different for me. I help people with systems, processes. So naturally, I'm very drawn to using my Google Calendar. But what happens with like my Google Calendar is it became very like work focused, and there was nothing ever planned in my time for like my house or for my personal stuff. Basically, I would have a block on my calendar that says like housework or like housekeeping or whatever. And then like there wasn't a real clear, like, well, what are you doing during that block? And then another thing is like, because I'm on the computer all day with being an entrepreneur, my kids were starting to say to me like, when are you going to be off the computer? So I was really trying to find a way that I could be off the computer more and do something more tactile, something that's not requiring an internet connection or not requiring a laptop. Basically, I could pull this out like in the truck while we're driving or something. We are currently in the process of moving out of our house, our 4-2, into an RV to travel until we find our next home. So this is the second time we've done this. So I was trying to figure out, how am I going to do this like this time? What am I going to do this time around? So this is just like a recycled container from, I think it was like a deli meat container that I'm just using. You could get like, I have a bag also, I just don't have it with me. And this today is kind of like this is a video on how to get back on track, because while we've been moving, I have really fallen out of my routine. And with falling out of my routine, it's really easy to get back on track with this process and not feel like really guilty about that you have a bunch of planner pages that aren't being used, or that you plan a bunch of things in your planner for the week and then it didn't happen. So there's no like waste, I would say, is the best exclamation. So this is me explaining the cards as well as doing getting back on track video. Okay, so let's just go. I have this back part that's kind of like storage. I'm just trying to, okay. So today is April 12th, okay? So I'm going to pull out all the cards before April 12th, okay? Now, and then I'll just go through these ones really quickly. These ones are sticking out, so they go back in, and then these ones go back in here, okay? So if I'm back to where I'm supposed to be, okay, I'm gonna sort of put these ones where they go while I explain this, right? So the way this system works is it's basically a perpetual planner. So you never have to rewrite anything. Once you set it up, you're done. And it's really great because you can it just keeps going like this, like skipping over each other, overlapping. So like these ones here, all these dates right here are sitting in front of the April divider. So everything from here forward is all about April, okay? Now that these dates have passed, they go behind April. See, so these ones go here. And these ones are basically now starting to set up for May, okay? So like I said, it's like a leapfrog where they just keep going over and over and over and over. So you never have to replan what you're doing each month, really, because the planning happens while you're going, okay? So today, like I said, is the 12th. We were moving into the camper this week, the 5th, 6th, and 7th. We thought it was only going to take us a weekend, but it's definitely been taking us longer. So I'm just going to cross all these other days off so you can see how long it's been since I've touched this. Okay. We did celebrate National Unicorn Day, which is really fun. Jennifer with Time and Tide Plans talks about how you should start making up your own holidays for like your family. My daughter loves unicorns, and then funny enough, my son loves velociraptors. He's like one of those kids that watches Jurassic Park 20 times a month. So what's really fun is we're going to celebrate this month National Unicorn Day and Velociraptor Day, and we never would have normally done that in April. It would have been probably a pretty blank month for us. So this is done. This is done. My husband said he didn't really want to do English Muffin Day, and he didn't really want to do Tie-Dye Day. So I'm just crossing those off. So we have Velociraptor Day still this month, which will be cool. So this card, I've now done it. Okay, so now it's going to go back in here in front of the 13th for me to check this again tomorrow. Okay. I'm doing something called the Beck's Diet for Life. I don't know. I'll link it below, but basically she teaches you how to retrain your brain so that to lose weight, so that you stop being an emotional eater, that you start being more intentional when you're eating. And one of the things she has you do is every day she has you weigh yourself, because surprisingly, as you weigh yourself every day, you start to become very numb to the number. Like you don't really care anymore. Whereas I thought that would be the opposite. I thought I would start obsessing about the number, but I don't. I'm just like, okay, yep, that's cool. And then I just move on. So I did get myself weighed this morning. I made the bed. I did water candle island. So basically every morning I get a glass of my big water. I turn on my candle. I set at the island, and I usually will go through this then. Obviously I don't have an island anymore. So this one's going to have to change to something else, but that's usually my me time where I go and do this stuff. Okay. So response cards, these is the Beck's Diet for Life thing, and it's reminding me that I need to read these. So we'll go through them together right now in case anyone's interested. I have them just sit back here because otherwise they would be so big sitting up there. So she has you so the response cards and the advantages cards. Your response cards are basically, this has to do with cognitive therapy, where you're telling yourself everything you would like to remember in the moment when you're about to binge eat. And as you repeat it every day, you start to remember it when you're in the moment, right? And then your advantages deck is to motivate you every day and remind you of like why you're doing this. Because at 3 o'clock when you really want to shove that cookie in your mouth, it's harder to remember, oh, why am I doing this again? So this is my goal. I made this card back on January 1st. So obviously this goal was not, I'm not looking to lose 15 pounds in a month, right? This is April. So I am only 3 pounds away from hitting this goal though. So that will be awesome. So I'm just going to read these. I'm not going to read them out loud. So you make your own on these, like what motivates you and like why you want to lose weight. Okay. And then this is my response deck. So it's things I want to remember when I'm in the moment and about to binge, basically. Okay, cool. So once I've read them, they just go back in storage. In the book, they use storage for like inventorying the storage around your house. For right now, I haven't done that yet. So for now, I use this as card storage, right? Okay, so now I'm just going through, I have a bunch of cards in here that were things I planned for projects that I just didn't get to. So these are blanks. I'm going to put them back here. I have a lot of blanks because as we were packing, I found so much paper that I would normally trash. And I said, you know what, let's cut it up and make it scrap paper for cards. So it just was nice that, I was not wasting as much. This is my weekly menu. So I just sort of skim this. I don't really know if I'll skim this anymore because we have it up on a calendar. So I will probably stop actually going through this. I don't know. And then these ones I'll hold to the end. This one I'm going to hold to the end. Menu plan. I did do that. So I can pull this card out. So I did this yesterday on the 11th, and I try to do this every, on the 17th of every month, like the Wednesday. I just set up a perpetual meal planning calendar. So I don't think I'm going to actually need to do this. I'll probably move it to, so on the last weekend of the month is when I do like my big stockpile shop. So I'll probably move this to Saturday the 27th so I can plan if I need to get anything for the big monthly shop. But this is what I mean, how it's perpetual and you just skip it to the day. Okay, so these ones I'm gonna hold out. I need to do this still. So this is gonna go here. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this. I need to do this today. I'm gonna probably put this, again, with that perpetual calendar thing I just created, I don't really need this anymore. This I need to do, that I need to do, this I need to do, that, yep, that, yep, this has to happen, this I'm doing today, this happens every Thursday, so let's see when the next Thursday is. So the next Thursday is the 18th. Because the trash man comes early on Fridays. So I'll put that there. Ooh, I need to get this done for my son. Okay, so these are the ones I have left, okay? So I try to go through my phone pictures every Friday. Can you see that still? I try to go through my phone pictures every Friday. It's like a easy thing to sit and do on the couch while I'm zoning out. So I'm gonna put this back in here. My laptop prep I have to do. This is because I have a very big desktop and monitor. I have a big office for working remotely and everything. So I need to prep my laptop to move into the camper. I am definitely getting this done today. I need to post the rest of the items on Facebook Marketplace because we're basically selling a lot of things. So I do need to get that done today. You can see this was a card that basically I had a bunch of tasks I needed to get done and I just brain dumped them all on one card. And this card has been sort of skipping along. So that's another thing you could do is if you don't want to write one thing on a card, you could write a bunch of things on one card. I did do the easy meal plan. I didn't do that yet. So I'm not going to necessarily do these today, but I think I want to separate these last two out on, I'm just going to do it now. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I just pull one out. Success skills are having to do with Beck's Diet for Life thing. So I'm going to put that in here. And then frequently eaten macros. This is going to be, I don't think I'm going to do that anymore. I'm just going to get rid of it. So now I'm just going to throw this away in the trash. Okay. And then this can go back in blanks. I try to like write in mine in the top right corner so that I can keep reusing that piece of paper. All right. DIY bedding for Wyatt. I need to get this done this weekend. So let me put this down. I'm going to put this down for tomorrow because tomorrow's Saturday. This I took care of. So this one has a lot in it at this point. I probably just trashed that one. Okay. So these are if you saw these other tabs, this has to do with the 12-week year. I also follow, over at HB90 Planner. I cannot remember her name for the life of me right now. But basically she plans out her every quarter. She does a quarterly planning and she sets her quarterly goals. So my quarterly goals were going along with how I'm trying to lose weight was to not have any alcohol. No alcohol and it was, you can see the other ones. So honestly, I don't really drink except for the weekends and sometimes like during a stressful week, but I don't remember any of these ones, unfortunately. So I know last night I had a glass of wine. I'm going to just mark these off as like no's, basically. Because, and to be honest, I don't even remember what these mean. Like, oh my gosh. So does X mean, does check mark mean I didn't have booze, or does it mean I did? Like, I don't even remember. Like, this sounds like now I'm like really drinking a lot of, but we'll put an X equals drink. So apparently I need to have, so because I don't remember any of these, I'm going to put them as all X's, because I'm basically saying that I haven't reached my goal for any of these. So I'm going to start tracking it today, and then hopefully today it will be, and then if it's blank, that means I didn't drink. So then that would be like the streak essentially. Okay. Or I'll put maybe a little underline. So maybe just a little underline equals no. Oh, geez Louise. I didn't know I was going to have to make myself a color code. Okay. So again, with my steps, this all has to do with my goal, my weight loss goal. So I'm going to put X equals, so I think I did X as the negative. Okay, so X, no 10K steps, underlined, equals 10K steps. Okay, so I don't think I hit it. I think this one I did. I don't think I hit any of these. Let's go for today, right? Okay, so then I'll look at this again tomorrow. Evening routine. I've been trying to figure out what I want to do for an evening routine, because and a morning routine, because I have like, I kind of have a couple, but I don't know if it's really exactly what I want it to be. So comical. So these ones I'm probably going to put these and get these done today, like establish what my evening routine is going to be and my morning routine. And it really means more like, what do I need to do to be able to get the check mark? Okay, is what I need to establish. So I'll put those in here. I'll put them in the front. Okay. Now I just kind of like to look like, okay, what's coming up for the rest of the week? So this is week 2 of the 12-week year. Let's see. And then Sunday, I have my typical Sunday routine of stuff I like to do. You'll see some of my cards are colors. I think I may actually switch to all colors just because it looks more fun. And also, like, once I establish this morning routine, I think I'm going to make all of my morning routine color cards pink. And then all of my evening routine cards are going to be blue. And then, like, work cards are going to be a different color. The Sunday cards are going to be a different color. And I just kind of like that idea of having it be colorful and fun, because it does feel like the more you use this, like the more fun you make it, then the more you want to use it. Like I've been doing this since Easter, and like these are my Easter cards. So I remember to do all this stuff again when we come back around to Easter. And I just put little silly stickers on them and stuff. Almost like you would decorate a planner, right? But now I never have to decorate that planner again, because when I come back around to Easter, they're going to be already decorated. Okay. So that's it. I don't want this video to get too long, but I'll probably make another one about how I plan my week, because that's happening tomorrow. And this is a good starter of like getting to understand. If you have any specific questions, then let me know and I can explain them, like how the whole thing recycles, or leapfrogs, we'll call it, right? And if you're curious how I use it with Google Calendar for like my online business, then I can do another video about that too. All right, see you later.